Hi everyone, welcome back to E-commerce Success by Ad360. Today we're going to respond to a shop owner asking on the Shopify community if their website is mobile friendly or not. So we're going to review the website and I'm going to show you one quick and easy to use tip, one thing in Google Chrome that you can use to verify by yourself if your website is mobile friendly or not and how it appears on multiple different devices. That's a super cool trick and some people don't know about that, so let me show you very quickly how anybody, even with no technical knowledge, can do this and verify if their website looks good on mobile, on tablet, and various mobile formats. Before we do that, please let me ask you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Tell me if you enjoy these videos, if you get value out of them. Tell me what you'd like to see next. If you have another cool tool or trick or tip to share about mobile friendliness, responsiveness, feel free to share so in the description below. This video is brought to you by Ad360. Ad360 is the easiest way to start advertising all over the web, promoting your store and your products on multiple websites, news websites, blogs, and many other mobile apps, all of that in just one click. It's the easiest experience ever to start promoting your store, getting customers to visit your website and get more sales. If you want to learn more, there will be a description link to book a demo and see for yourself how this works. Okay, let's jump into today's content. So we're in the Shopify community again, fantastic, a lot of nice people sharing valuable tips and resources, so it's super cool. I like coming here and responding to people asking for feedback as well. So this website owner is asking if the website is good and what needs to be changed, and they're asking specifically if it's mobile friendly or not. Okay, here's the website. So the website is in Turkish. So the first thing I noticed before anything else is that it's not secure. So you need absolutely to implement HTTPS, which is the secure way of accessing websites, so that it's not written secure here. You might lose a ton of salespeople just leaving the website because it doesn't have this feature. Shouldn't be too hard to do on Shopify. If you need help to do that, please let me know and I'd be happy to show you how. Okay, the second thing I wanted to point out is if you click on the English version, you have some texts which are translated like this one, but some others which are still in Turkish. You have the site name here, the site title, the title you can see here on the tab, which is in Turkish. You have some words like this one which are not translated. So it's a bit puzzling because some of these are perfectly fine. Like here the text is good but not the title. So I really advise you to take a look at that. So now just for the review, we're just going to use the Turkish version, but use Google Translate to get into English. Okay. The second thing is I'm not going to comment on every aspect because I believe the website is not fully finished. You still have some placeholders here. And you can't even buy the product. So if I click on the product like this one, so they're selling a cardboard bag. So you're actually doing a very good job presenting your product in a nice way and sharing all these features which are super cool about your product. So that's great. I love that. It's super clean, well done. The design is good. Okay, the main problem with your website is there's currently no way to buy the products. So I imagine you're aware of that and you're going to add soon the buy now button. So I'm not going to comment on that specifically. I want to focus on your question of how to verify if the website is mobile friendly or not. But before we do that, I just want to give you two other tips. The first one is that the tooltip doesn't really represent your brand. So it's a bit weird. It's like a very generic like e-commerce sign. It doesn't really represent your brand. Usually it should be your logo. So here you see on Shopify, the favicon on the top left is the green bag. It's their logo. For your website, you should use like the pineapple or something that represents your branding better. The second thing I wanted to show you is, okay, besides, of course, adding the buy now button or add to cart or both buttons, you need to add more info about the product itself. to explain what it is and dimensions and how it's made. Like here you have information about the vision, the quality policy about you, the values, but you don't have any actual information about the product itself, which is a bit weird. And here you have the product code in bold, but you don't have the product title. So I'm not going to comment too much on that because I just believe the website is not finished. But yeah, you should definitely tackle this as the first priority. And when you have fixed that, feel free to share your website again. I'd be happy to review again. One last tip before we get into your question about the mobile friendliness. I'm really not a big fan of having a redirect on these. I think it's a problem. People are not going to go on each page and read and come back. Whenever you have a click, meaning an action required from the user and a loading time to load a new page, you're going to lose a ton of people. Some people have a slow internet connection, so it's painful every time to load a page. And it's just very not intuitive, right? And you come here and maybe, okay, what do you do next? If I imagine I click on your vision, I read that, I love your vision, now I want to buy the product, what now? There's not even like a back button I have to do back with a browser. There's not even like a navigation option here. You should have a call to action below, which enables you to come back to the product or buy the product or something like that. But even better, I think, is instead of redirecting to multiple pages, you should just have like a tooltip, or sometimes you have little actions. When you click on that, you have the text which appears below, right? So you have like this foldable information where you just see the title, but if I click on the title, then the rest moves down and I have the text appearing here. I think this is a much better way to do it. Or just below the product, just put the title and each of the content below. Adding more content on the product page is not a problem, in my opinion. And you want to tell more about the products. And you want to add more info on your product page, because right now there's absolutely no info whatsoever on your product pages, which is a big problem. I imagine you'll add that, but you need to talk about what is the product, how it's made, what are the dimensions, and also when there's a topic like that, which is a bag with an image of World of Warcraft, you have to write about this in the description so that someone looking for Warcraft bags or gear or merch is going to find your website. If you don't ever write on your website World of Warcraft, you're missing out on an opportunity to rank your website for these keywords and to bring in traffic for that. So that's super important. Okay, now let's get to the core of the video. You asked if your website is mobile friendly or not. Let me show you a quick tip. This works on Google Chrome. So this is the Chrome navigator. Now it also works on Firefox, I believe, and maybe Opera and other browsers. So you just right click anywhere on the website and you click inspect. Okay, that's the last option here. You're going to have this new aspect of the website which is going to appear. Don't worry too much about the stuff, the code, don't worry about that. The only thing you need to pay attention to is this little button here, toggle device toolbar. It's the second one you see on the top row. It's the second icon, this one, and you click on it, and then you see how your website looks like on mobile. Okay. The great thing is you can even change the device. So this is the iPhone SE. You can try the iPhone 12, which is bigger. You can try Samsung, like Galaxy S8 Plus, for example. You can try on tablet, iPad mini, for example. You can do the Surface Pro, for example. So you can try on a variety of different devices, and you can even enter your own dimensions to see how it looks like. Okay. Now let's go back, for example, to iPhone SE, which is a small phone, which is going to be very popular and similar in size to many other budget phones as well. So here the first problem I notice is this text is way too small. It's very difficult to read. Compare this text size to this one. So here you have to make, I think this is an image, you have to make this image bigger on mobile. So yeah, counterintuitively sometimes we think, okay, images have to be smaller on mobile, but no, because since the screen is smaller, the image itself is also smaller, as if you had zoomed out. So you need to make the image bigger so that it's actually visible. So you need to increase the text size, reduce some of the margin, the padding, all this white space around the text, so it's actually more readable. The next thing you can do when you're on this, so you can scroll using your mouse. You can also move around, drag. So this is what it would do if you use your thumb to move the website. So this is a problem, the fact that when I move from left to right, I have all this white space. This shows me you have a CSS issue. CSS is how you style the theme of your website. So you should definitely fix that. It's not great on mobile if you're trying to scroll, and if you go on the side, it moves like it's not great. By the way, I just noticed you have here, you see 27. This shows you have a bunch of errors on your website code, and this is an issue. You don't want that many errors because maybe something is not working right. Maybe something is not loading. We don't see all the info. It's going to slow down the website. So you definitely don't want these errors. They should be fixed. If it's necessary information or features, they should be added. If it's not necessary and just broken, but it doesn't impact the user experience, this code should just be removed because it's unnecessary code which is called, so it slows down the website and it fails and you can mess things up. Okay, one other thing I wanted to show you is on the product page. You see, the information was already not super clearly organized, in my opinion, on the desktop version, but on the mobile it's even worse. You just have this blank box which is next to the footer, so it's super not clear actually what what this is. You can easily miss that for one part of the footer. It doesn't stand out, and it's not enticing to click onto that. You have to click. Give me 1 second. Okay. You have to click on it first so that you can see the different stuff, and then you click and it's going to load again another page, which is not great. You should have had more space at the bottom of the text. And finally, I noticed also some of the texts are not finished, so you should really be careful about that. So not this one. I don't remember which one, but you have a few texts which are not finished. You see, you have like I don't know, but okay. And on the home page, let's have a look. No, where is it? I noticed a page where you had some bug. You see, you have missing content. Okay, but I'll let you continue working on the website. I think you're missing a few important elements, most notably a way to purchase the product. But before anyone makes a purchase, you probably want to say more and tell more to people about the product, what it is, how it's made, the dimensions, technical details, but also what's the content of the image that you're showing. Fix the little technical issues, and then probably you'll be in a much better place. I hope you like this little trick to see by yourself how your website looks on a mobile device. I hope it was helpful. And again, if you have other tips and tricks to share, feel free to do so in the comments below. I wish you a very good day. I wish you a ton of sales and a lot of success.